friend of Childe, and congratulations on the first day of your
Weltpopulation
illustrious
direkt
career with the
geschrumpft.
Fatui.
Ich habe nicht vor, den Fatui
You
beizubringen.
sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Childe tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Childe promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Childe is
Aber
currently
Genshin
at
wäre ich
the
aktuell noch
Pavilion.
vorsichtig, weil ich echt gespannt bin, wo einen der Future Content noch hinbringt.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. Ahem. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Liyue Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face to face with the Shinue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style.
Sobald es ums Essen geht,
Don't
legst du
talk to
los.
Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving. Oh, Paimon has a hunch that today will be the day. If we leave right now, maybe we'll get there in time. Shall we get going?
Dann sagen wir dem guten Herrn mal guten Tag. Oder guten Abend eher.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I have found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Liyue Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
Ah, okay.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Ach, diese Stimme, hi.
Hi.
Wie höflich.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wangsheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
Bestattungsunternehmen Wangsheng.
Indeed, Wangsheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows?
Ah, okay, dann geht das ja für die Handynutzer wahrscheinlich eher.
Business involving...
Wobei das Handling auf dem Handy halt immer so eine Sache ist.
Indeed, it is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is
Kann
ultimately
sein.
an Adeptus.
Ich bin
Many
kein
Adepti have
iPhone-Nutzer.
left as a millennia.
Ich habe so ein
This is a considerable trend.
süßes kleines
The
HTC.
times have changed. You must have felt it too.
Nee,
when you
Huawei
were
war das,
trailing
glaube ich. Ja,
past.
Huawei war es. Gott, ich habe nicht mal die Marke meines eigenen Telefons im Kopf.
As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Leo's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng funeral parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Childe has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang
Child
has forbidden
approved.
anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Ich habe selten so viel
Precisely.
Mimik in Childs
Only
Gesicht
by
gesehen.
participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
Ach ja, Child kann ja nicht mit Stäbchen essen. Da war ja was. Jetzt sitzt er da und kommt nicht klar.
My, chopsticks truly are difficult to use.
Ich kann dir das gerne beibringen, so. So, Zhongli wartet hier schon. Meine Schniefe sieht da ja aus. Schick angezogen.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
Naja, Zhongli, so kann man das jetzt auch nicht mehr sagen, weil ich meine, theoretisch ist ja euer Archon jetzt tot. So. So, also ist das jetzt auch eine gottverlassene Stadt. Natürlich ist Liyue besser.
Indeed. The weight of 3,700 years worth of history runs deepest in the true divinity of Liyue. Organizing the rite of parting should
Bin ich
prove
mal
to be an
gespannt. Jetzt gucke ich mal kurz, wie das bei mir noch im Speicher aussieht.
Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As
Speicher.
such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Childe wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Sag besser nichts.
Huh. What would Childe get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Childe has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow.
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucus jade worthy of a deity.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... what was it again?
Noctilucus jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade Noctilucus Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
You want me to decide? That is fine as well.
Ich glaube, ich habe einen
If it
Fehler
were
gemacht.
me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Was?
Oh, you're
Sieht Childe aus wie ein Goldesel.
panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss. That one didn't count. We
Ja
need to
gut,
discuss
jetzt weiß ich, was du meinst. Ich glaube, ich sollte auf meinen Geldbeutel aufpassen.
Hey, if we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Da hat Paimon ganz recht.
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
What?
How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
Warte mal, es gibt noch andere Währungen?
So loaded that he doesn't even bother hunting for a bargain.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I
I
have
have
ways of
child.
working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous Jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous Jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame or that your heat control was poor.
Ich persönlich würde jetzt nicht sagen, dass Primus unbedingt eine Währung sind, weil wir die ja quasi nicht benutzen, um Ware, ich sag mal, in der Ingame-Welt damit zu erhalten, sondern die schmeißen wir ja irgendeinem Gott entgegen, damit er uns irgendeinen Typen oder irgendein Mädchen von der Wolke kickt, die wir dann mit ins Team aufnehmen können. Jetzt mal salopp gesagt so. Deswegen würde ich Primus jetzt nicht direkt als Ingame-Währung zählen in Bezug auf die aktuelle Situation. Bei Gegenständen ja, das würde ich schon eher einsehen. Aber Primus sind da, glaube ich, raus.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
Oder Schnellschneier hat einfach eine
What does
andere
that
Währung.
mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous Jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon. Noctilucous Jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro-affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality.
Ich meine, es wäre halt schon cool, wenn du so deine gesammelten Primus nehmen könntest und dann gehst du halt einfach zu Raiden Shogun vor die Tür, klopfst nett an, drückst dir dann eine riesengroße Menge Primus in die Hand und nimmst die dann halt einfach mit. So, das würde das gesamte Pull-Problem lösen. Das wäre cool, wenn das gehen würde. Einfach so, okay, ich habe jetzt die und die Menge gesammelt, gebe ich dir, jetzt bist du mein Teammate. So, easy.
I have imparted the priceless secrets of the Jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Genau, und so hat meine Raiden auf C6 und dann haut die auch noch ordentlich rein. Weil du stehst daneben und denkst, so, hier noch ein bisschen Taschengeld für die Waffe.
We're back to buy some rocks, boss.
burn them. You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? Not buying? Come now, my good friends. We can still discuss this. Negotiation is key to trade, wouldn't you say? How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I know the rules.
Also das heißt, du warst da bisher sehr lucky, was das angeht, was du haben wolltest.
You will not take a loss.
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Also wenn wir aufpassen, ist es nicht schlimm, dass die so dünn sind.
Aren't they
Ansonsten,
too thin?
man wird schon oft enttäuscht in den Bannern.
Sticker. No, even a bug's
Ja, ich habe halt
wings are
gehört, dass
thicker.
die
These
Chance,
are almost see-through.
deine gewünschte 5-Star-Waffe zu ziehen, in den Weapon-Bannern noch krasser, also noch krass schlimmer ist, als wenn du jetzt dein 50-50 im Aktionsbanner verlierst. Also bist du eher so der Mensch, der leider sein 50-50 verliert. Das ist doof. Pulst du dann eigentlich für viele 5-Stars oder suchst du dir so deine 1-2 Charaktere raus, wo du sagst, okay, bei denen möchte ich jetzt die Constellation pushen?
Stingy? I've already been very generous. Any more and you may as well have my neck.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a
Okay, das
ravenous
heißt, du
wolf
bist
to
da
vomit
selektiver.
the
Das
food in
heißt, du
his
kannst nicht
stomach.
deine Primos eher für das, was du haben
Under the right
möchtest,
conditions, these
farmen,
big
als dass du
slices
halt
will
in jedem Banner sagst, okay, let's try
What
this.
sort of conditions?
While we add the
Auch eine
high
gute
temperatures
Taktik.
using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Was ist so das nächste Charakterbanner, auf das du jetzt
Asking for
wartest?
samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out.
Die Küche von Xiangling, ich erinnere mich an die Dandu-Abnachschrift.
Paimon remembers we once saw this big pot down at the Dadaupa Gorge in the camp of the hilly churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.